more heavily owned by employers when they provided pension benefits. That was shifted to individuals with the changes in 401ks. Healthcare has become increasingly expensive. That's responsible for 1/5 of the American economy, and consumers and employers bear that burden.
Americans say they're feeling pressure to cut back on spending. More than 50% of adults say they've already cut back on dining out and will consider reducing their spending more if inflation continues to rise. More than 75% of adults said they're worried higher prices will force them to rethink their financial choices. Even higher income Americans making at least $100,000 per year say they either have or are considering cutting back on spending.
People need to have a sense of hope. And so, when the economy is working for them, there's a greater likelihood that people will have hope that they can accomplish their basic personal financial objectives.
Americans are making a connection between their financial stress and worsening mental health. 42% of U.S. adults say that money negatively impacts their mental health, with 28% saying they worry about their finances daily.
Many Americans tell us that some of their sources of financial stress are as simple as looking at their bank accounts or making purchases or talking about money.
Thinking about money or your finances, it can feel unavoidable with the approaching summer and travel plans, holidays, gift buying. All of these things are really stressful and can trigger concerns about finances.
Sometimes dealing with stress can worsen someone's financial problems. Mental health issues can have serious consequences for a person's overall well-being.
There is clear evidence that mental illness affects your physical health.
We typically see stress manifest in two ways. One are physical symptoms, so things like teeth grinding, headaches, stomach discomfort, muscle tension. The second is emotional responses, so that can look like anxiety and stress, difficulty sleeping, changes in your eating patterns. And so when those come together and they are unmanaged, that's where we see really negative physical and emotional consequences.
Many people struggle with the shame of their financial difficulties, and it's often a burden that's carried alone in silence. And in turn, people go to great lengths to hide their financial difficulties, which further entrenches them in their isolation. And that isolation and burden can become so great that people facing these difficulties are more likely to experience suicidal thoughts and even make suicide attempts as a way to escape from their problems.
While there are many forces at play that are outside of people's control, such as the rising cost of living, there are steps Americans can take on their own to help themselves feel more financially secure. Experts say the first step is examining your mindset around money.
I was constantly looking for how can I find hope in this situation? Because you can have fear and scarcity, especially nowadays. It's so easy with the economy and inflation. We're bombarded by it every day. I'm like, there's not enough money. There's not enough money. So it keeps us in a scarcity mindset and that fear around money.
I faced financial anxieties myself, and I had all the resources to actually take action on my debt or not even get into debt. But yet, because of my mental health and because of the environment I was in, and because I didn't want to take ownership of my finances, I had to face the realness of my debt.
Important to monitor your physical health.
What is happening to us mentally, it affects us physically also. If you're not treating your depression and anxiety well, you are probably not doing a great job managing blood pressure and diabetes and other chronic conditions.
I always kind of go back to the basics, which is to make sure you're eating healthy, that you're getting enough sleep, that you're staying active, and that you're staying socially connected.
The concept in mental health recovery is that our first step is building hope. We need to see that there's a path to recovery and that things will get better. And they usually do.
Yeah! What's up, y'all? I usually do songs with hooks and concepts and shit, right? But fuck that, man. I'm trying to go platinum. So I'm about to rock this shit. Check this out, y'all. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. R-E-A-D-A-B-O, okay.
laws, they got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media companies.
Welcome to Positively Honest podcast, where we keep it absolutely positively honest. You feel me? Absolutely brilliant. Where's the brilliant gang at? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all at, chat? Where y'all at, chat? This Wednesday night, what you guys up to? You feel me? What you guys up to? Besides the, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? The bullshit. Let me know in the comment below, okay? And please hit that subscribe button. It costs $0 to you, okay? But it's probably means the world to me, and I would appreciate if you really subscribe, okay? But let's get into today's show. What are we gonna tonight's show? I mean, I got a couple topics. Short. It's a short stream, okay? And obviously, I'm not gonna get into yesterday's stream. I mean, obviously, you guys. I took a screenshot. I might be posting that later on Twitter. So if you want to know an update on that YouTube situation that I've been dealing with, follow me on Twitter, PHB Jacob, okay? And obviously, I will let you guys. I already have a Rumble account, and I will definitely be starting to post more often there, because YouTube is not safe anymore. It's not safe no more, chat. Y'all know me. I love YouTube, but what they doing lately, outrageous. How fucking outrageous, chat. Unbelievable. But let's get into today's. What are we going to talk about? Okay, obviously, the major topic that I want to get into is the AI forum, you know what I'm saying, that was held at the Senate office today, okay? That Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, like the billionaires, the elites attend. And it was closed door. It was not allowed for the peasants, aka for the public, okay?
New World Order.
It was exclusive, which means they will tell you the narrative. Oh, later we discuss about something that they probably we will never know. This is how they do.
New World Order.
So with the AI, that shit is troubling. And I will show you a little example, you guys, with the AI shit, okay? But first, let's fucking talk a little bit about this. Obviously, you see, you know, the first person you see that, you know what I'm saying, is Elon Musk, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And it was show off who got more money. And Elon Musk is right here, you know what I'm saying? And the Tesla, obviously the Tesla owner, and SpaceX, and also Alex Kurp. And also, there were more other millionaires there. Okay? Even though Elon Musk will claim that, oh, you know what I'm saying, that civilization is on risk, Do you know what he's doing? That's risk to the fucking civilization. It's the chip that he wants to eventually plant into the human's brain. And he's already doing a test to... Actually, last time I checked, the FDA approved, I guess, humans to be fucking... Let me see. Let me fact check. Because I don't like just saying shit that I'm not sure about. Okay. Da, 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 da. Yep, it was Neuralink. Yep. Here. Man, I got a good memory. Right here. What you gonna say now? What you gonna do now? Elon Musk's brain chip firm says it has received from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, aka the FDA, to conduct its first test on humans, which means a Neuralink, which is a chip, is gonna be planted into your fucking brain. You know what I'm saying? On your brain, into your brain. But of course, first they're gonna say, oh, it's gonna help the people, it's gonna help people with the mobility, or it's gonna help with the people who are challenged, or it's gonna help the people that are having a brain injury or spinal cord injury or paralyzed, things like that, which is obviously a serious injury. But it would be amazing if that was the only thing they would use it for. But of course, history says otherwise. So you cannot trust these motherfuckers. Like, so all of a sudden Elon Musk is acting like he is fucking the savior. Bro, you are not.
Nope.
You are part of the
New World Order.
Even though I really like Elon Musk, but holy shit. Don't fall for that shit. Do not. You know what I'm saying? When he pretend like he is really, really empathizing with your pain, that shit is a cap.
Nope.
Stop the cap.
It's a big cap. You feel me? And same as Sundar Pichai, I don't even know how the fuck, Pichai, of the Google highlighted the technology's potential to solve health and energy problems. That's exactly, they always, you know what I'm saying? That's the excuse they always use, man. And Mark Zuckerberg of a Meta stressed the importance of open and transparent AI system. Like the audacity of these motherfuckers to just say whatever they want to say. Like, Mark Zuckerberg is he's the last person that that should be talking about transparency. He shouldn't be talking about transparency.
Nope.
There is no way. You know what I'm saying? Especially what is like, especially first, he should take his own advice. Then we'll see how things go, okay? When he's fucking starts being transparent with his fucking Meta company. That is fucking, oh my God, he is.
New World Order.
You have no clue. You have no clue. You have no clue about that, listener boy. You have no clue. You have no clue, chat. But anyways, the tech. But anyways. And also, there was Bill Gates. Oh, wow.
New World Order.
As if we're gonna learn something amazing from Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, at some point, he co-founded. We get it. Like, he is, you know what I'm saying, Bill Gates. But, as you guys know, I'm not gonna get into, like, he obviously has relationship with YouTube. You cannot say a lot of things that you want to say about Bill Gates. Your video will be down. It will be shadow banned. You don't believe me? Check my last video. I bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only is it shadow banned, it is restricted in my opinion. Like, outrageous. But I will make changes pretty soon. Stay tuned, because like I said, I'm not an obedient person. I'm not. Either I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do, or I'm gonna go where I will get the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or nah. But anyways, the meeting also attended by Bill Gates, a founder of Microsoft, okay, and Sam Altman of OpenAI. There was just a lot of fucking the people that met. A lot of people will consider these people one of the worst, and one of the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, both can be true. Both can be true. Like, humans, strangely, can be both at the same time. That's what makes human a human. You know what I'm saying? Being an amazing person, having the capability of, you know what I'm saying, capability to do good. At the same time, the same person can be a shitty human being with a flawed, who is selfish, who don't give a fuck. Vast majority of the other human beings, even if they are fucking dying right now. So it's you know what I'm saying? Like, both ways. It goes both ways. But this shit, I'm not hopeful at all. Okay? At all. But let me know if you guys are. Because if they're really trying to help, or if they're really trying to be transparent, why the fuck was this held closed door? Why was this a closed door? Why? Why? What are they hiding that the public cannot handle? What are they hiding? I'll leave that question to you guys. What the fuck do you think they're hiding to do this shit closed closed doors? Like, what the fuck? Is the national security all of it? Like what's I don't understand. I don't get it. The only plausible explanation that I can come up with is that is carefully selective. They want you to see the portion that they carefully, you know what I'm saying, put together just for you, for your own sake. While they, you know what I'm saying, they do, oh my God.
New World Order.
This is exactly
the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land.
As long as this guy is in Congress, American people are owned. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can hate the truth or you can say whatever. He's part of the owners at this point. He's been at the Congress for how long? Let's fact check.
To get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
I've been telling y'all, man. Y'all already know this shit. Y'all just fucking with me. But the people that don't know, look at this shit, man. Do you really think that, like, the founding fathers ever imagine there will be a time where these senators will just be, they will become billionaires just sitting at the seat? And we just look the other way, no matter how old, how healthy they are. We just, hey, look at the other way, okay? Look at this guy. Some of you guys were not even fucking born when Chuck Schumer, you know what I'm saying, became a senator. Some of y'all, think about that. Some of you guys didn't even fucking, your mom and dad didn't even met. They didn't even have sex yet. You feel me? Like, think about that. And look, his current term, 2029. How much y'all want to bet? He's gonna, hey, refill. It's just like a fucking, it became a food privilege, like a beverage. Like, hey, just go get a refill. Another 4 years, another 2 years. Who cares? But hey, we democracy. Anybody else who say anything else, you're fucked. He's part of the elites. So now he's making decisions for the American people. Yeah, and he do have the interests of the American people. He's looking out for the American people. That's why he will not let go of the office. He will stay in office as long as it takes to preserve democracy, to really help American people. You want me to keep going? They figured it out, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, yeah. But, like, let's see if there was, I think there was one more. No, that's pretty much it. But another story that I want to really get into is how the fuck inflation is just keep getting out of control. When will we ever get a fucking break? When will the American people get a break? When will the rest of the world get a break? When will humanity get a break from this misery? When? Never? Never? Like, that means we in hell? Forever and ever? God damn. God damn. Some of you guys, no wonder why a lot of people numb the pain.
Actually, I saw them falling. Are they rising right now? They were falling as investors turned their focus to Federal Reserve Treasury yields are rising. Actually, I saw them falling. Are they rising right now? They were falling as investors turned their focus to Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell. By this time tomorrow, investors will possibly know where the Fed stands, maybe more clarity, but don't hold your breath when it comes to interest rate policy. Regardless, we've got the markets kind of tanking at the moment. Yes, we've got the 10-year yield up, but certainly off the highs of the week. Right now, it's at 4.233%. Let's bring in Cliff Corso. He's president and CIO of Advisors Asset Management with more than $41 billion in assets under his purview. Boy, I'll tell you, we had some weird behavior between the bond market and specifically the NASDAQ this week. Things seem to be getting more into, I guess, an equal balance. But right now, what do you make of the market?
Stop the cast. Well, I think certainly today, as you were talking about earlier, we've had the stock market selling off, and I think you were talking about Boeing. But I think it's just beginning to sink in that perhaps Powell won't be that dovish tomorrow. I mean, that risk does
look at that shit.
And if you think about where rates were just a few days ago, we had the 10-year breaking through cycle highs at 434.
Enjoy.
So the market, and if you look at the action in the market over the last few weeks, you see the NASDAQ has not been outperforming some of the dividend or shorter duration stocks. So I think it's maybe beginning to sink in that the Fed might be hiking and holding. And I think that's our view would be that's probably what Powell signals tomorrow, because the market still has an ease priced in into next year.
Well, okay. And again, we'll know more when we get fresher inflation data, but we know that while inflation has come down, it might not be at the level that satisfies Jay Powell, and therefore perhaps we have a pause once again in September at the Fed meeting, but November, the bets are starting to climb that there will be another quarter-point hike. What do you expect, and is there a way to position a portfolio without really knowing what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think our expectation is that inflation is going to remain a little bit stickier on the core level than the market expects. And now the market is priced, I would say, near perfection. So, how do you play that? I would say there's two ways to think about it. One is in the fixed income market.
Yep.
There is an alternative.
There's no fucking alternative. There's no way about it. This is a tax on the poor. This is a tax on the working people. Those people that cannot even fucking pay their fucking bills, even though they work in 2 jobs. And you are fucking imposing them with this fucking hidden tax called inflation. Make no mistake about it, this is Joe Biden's inflation. There's make no mistake. Because this is if you guys don't want to say it, I will say it for you guys. This is outrageous.
You're talking about opportunities and in fixed income. Is it something where you say, I want to stay away from the equity risk premium at the moment? For example, tech stocks, which have actually done quite well, certainly year to date. Apple today is one of the bigger laggards, not to mention Intel as well on the Dow Jones Industrials, but of course Boeing with its problem on some of its supplier issues. But do you get the sense that now's the time to go looking elsewhere beyond fixed income into more specific areas where there isn't that risk?
Of course.
Yeah, I think you raise a really good point, because the equity risk premium is now plumbing the lowest levels since I think 2004. And coming close to zero. So if you look at longer term return expectations, history would tell you you're going to be below average over the next few years. So we do like certainty of income. And one area in particular within fixed income would be alternative private lending, and particularly in the middle market. And the reason that is because while spreads are tight on public markets and fixed income, they've actually widened pretty robustly within private lending. And part of the reason is the regional bank crisis.
Chat. Remember, 40% of Americans say it's going to take, I would say that number is actually about 50 to 60%. They say, it's going to take a miracle to actually retire with dignity. retire with at least retirement money. You feel me? And the younger generation, forget the retirement. Holy shit. The American future, the younger generations, they're fucked. Holy shit. They're fucked. You guys have no clue. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just like gaslighting. We'll see where that get you guys. Okay? And obviously, because of how shitty the economy is going and how unfair, you know what I'm saying, shit is being, you can see it from every single industry of this American economy. Every industry is on a strike, whether it's the nurses, whether it's the pilots, whether it's the fucking UAW, and many more. The railroad workers. It just goes on and on and on and on. Strikes. Why do you think this is happening? Why? Because all of a sudden, like, why do you think this is happening? Because American people they had enough. People had enough. Because that 9-to-5 shit, it's not working out for people. Like that modern slavery, that shit's not working out for people. It's not. Because y'all just keep lying and gaslighting. Holy shit. So, people are like asking. They're not even asking, hey, we want to make money. We want to like, they're not even asking a lot of shit. They're just saying, hey, can we just get a comfortable, safe workspace? Can we get a humane salary? Can we not be slaves? Like, they're just asking a basic, necessary shit. And guess what? These fucking CEOs who getting paid like 100 or 200 times of what their fucking employees are making will be like, nah. They will just keep suppressing them until there's a strike. You know what I'm saying? Or they try to threaten to strike. Then maybe they can negotiate. But before that, they just abuse you. And 9 out of 10, the courts, obviously, is like, you already know the government is with the fucking businesses. This is happening in America. Make no mistake. So you can go ahead, take these businesses to court. Guess what? You're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? So, but the strikes maybe slightly is working. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, and the latest one was UAW. And let's hear from the president.
The big three automakers are calling on the corporate media to scare the public about what could happen if auto workers stand up for our families and our communities and walk out on strike.
It's looking more likely that more than 100,000 United Auto Workers could go on strike by the end of next week as contract negotiations have slowed.
Let's get the facts straight.
A strike could cut inventory further, sending car prices higher.
Fact, car prices are soaring, but it's not because of worker wage or anything other than corporate greed. In the last 4 years, the average price of a new car is up by 30%. Meanwhile, auto workers' wages have risen a meager 6% despite massive inflation.
You heard
It's
that?
another fact you won't hear on NBC Nightly
Nope.
News. The big three made a combined $21 billion in profits in the first 6 months.
New World Order.
That's on top of the $250 billion in North American profits they made over the last decade. While the big three executives and shareholders got rich, UAW members got left behind. A newly hired auto worker at the big three makes less today than they did in 2007. Meanwhile, car sales are down while Big Three profits are way up. How does that happen? Price gouging. You think the prices are passed on to the workers who make these vehicles? Think again. Your money is going straight into the pockets of shareholders.
New World Order.
The Big Three CEOs have seen their already massive salaries increase an average of 40% over the last 4 years, while the companies have poured billions into stock buybacks and special dividends to enrich themselves. But you don't hear the media wringing their hands over how Big Three profits are driving up the cost of cars. You don't see big splashy nightly news segments on how consumers will be impacted by companies choosing to spend billions on executive salaries and stock buybacks and special dividends. No, you only hear these concerns when the working class stands up and demands a fair share of the value we produce. But the auto workers and working people in this country know what's really going on. We live it. We know firsthand what it's like not to be able to afford the cars we produce. We know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck while the companies we work for. We know what it's like for our communities to be decimated and our families to be torn apart by plant closures. We know the truth. And the truth is that the cost of a strike might be high, but the cost of doing nothing is much higher. We gave our economic proposals to Ford, GM, and Stellantis well over a month ago with a clear message. We aren't going to stand by and allow you to drag out negotiations. September 14th is a deadline, not a reference point. The American auto worker won't wait one more day to fix an economy that doesn't work for working people. The Big Three either aren't listening or they don't care. If we don't stand up now, the Big Three auto barons will keep gouging prices, closing plants, killing jobs, and ripping our families apart and stripping our communities for parts. They will keep driving an economy that works for the benefits of the few and not the many. That's why we have been clear. The race to the bottom ends on September 14th.
Stand up, guys. Stand up for your freedom, man. I'm telling y'all, man. The truth is right in front of you. But you just willfully ignorant. That's what a lot of people chose to be. But I hope that's not you, okay? Because it's unacceptable. Like, we cannot lose hope, guys. We cannot. They want you to lose hope. That's their strategy. But we cannot. We cannot.
Lose your dreams for yourself, for your future, for your family. Don't lose your dreams for yourself, for your future, for your family. The dreams of love and enterprise and travel and doing things, becoming something unique on your journey here. Don't lose your dreams. Do some dreaming.
Do some dreaming, guys. I'm telling y'all, man. We got to do some real shit. I almost fucking. I'm gonna show y'all something, bro. Fuck. What did I?
Don't lose your dreams for yourself, for your future, for your family. The dreams of love and enterprise and travel and doing things, becoming something unique on your journey here. Don't lose your dreams. Do some dreaming. You've got plenty of intelligence, you've got plenty of talent, you've got plenty of ability. Probably what you lack is plenty of reason. I don't think your current bank balance is a true indication of your level of intelligence. That I think you're much smarter than your present bank balance indicates. You don't have enough reasons. You've got enough intelligence, but not enough reasons. So see, reasons can change your life. Here's what else I found out. Reasons come first, answers come second. You don't get the answers to do well till you get the reasons. Life has a mysterious way of hanging on to all the answers. and only gives them up to the people that are inspired by reason. So reasons make the difference in how your life works out. Now, what are some of the reasons for doing well? Let's go through a quick list called Reasons for Doing Well. First is personal reasons. Some people do well for recognition. Some people do well for respect. Some people do well for the way it makes them feel. Mentality. The same thing goes for all the human virtues. Ambition, unused, declines. Strong feelings, unused, diminish. It doesn't grow, it diminishes. Faith, unused, decreases. It's a law. Vitality, unused, diminishes. Energy, unused, decreases. The guy says, well, I'm going to save up my energy. You can't do that. That's like trying to save today, put it on the end of the year. See, you can't do that. They'll come take you away. If you don't use today, what? It's lost. The guy says, well, I'll work twice as hard tomorrow to make up for it. See, that's foolish. You could have done that anyway. Today unused is lost. A talent unused is lost. An ability unused is lost. So here's one of the key expressions of the evening. Take a new inventory of yourself. Starting tomorrow, new project. Take a new inventory. And make sure that all of your talent and ability and mentality and ingenuity and vitality and strong feelings, faith, courage, make sure that all you've got's being used. Otherwise, you lose. One way to learn is from your own experiences, but another way to learn is from other people's experiences. See, one book might save you 5 years if you read it. Did you know there's books on how to be stronger, more decisive, be a speaker, be a leader, have a better effect on other people, develop your personality? Did you know there's books on that? And people don't read them? How would you explain that? And they can read? Did you know that hundreds of successful people have written their stories in books and they wrote down how they did it and people don't read it? How would you explain that? The guy's busy, I guess. You know, you get tied up. The guy says, well, yeah, you work where I work, but the time you struggle home, it's late. You got to eat a bite of supper, watch a little TV, get to bed. You can't sit up half the night reading. And the guy's behind on his car payment. Good worker, hard worker, sincere. But you got to be better than sincere and work hard. Otherwise, at the end of your life, you'll wind up cold, stony broke. You got to be better than a good worker.
Oh my God. Guys, you have to be better than a good worker. It's not enough. It's not enough. Because you see the way they're treating the good workers. I hope you guys, you know what I'm saying, learn something from this, you know what I'm saying. But even if you don't learn anything, I get it. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Nope. But anyways, I let it go. But before I go, there's one thing that I say. You know what I'm saying? And it goes something like this. Make sure you take care of your mental health, because more than ever before has it been important to really focus on your mental health. Period. And if you cannot even take care of your mental health, what makes you think you can take care of your physical health? Is it like, let me know, chat. Like, that's a valid fucking question. Like, what makes you think you will be able to take care of your physical body if you cannot even fucking take care of your mental health? Like, people they do shit upside down. They worry about their feet, but not about their head. What the fuck? Which one is closer, bitch? Which one is more important? Your head or your feet? Some people might say, oh, your feet might be, they're as important as your head. I get it. But if it comes down to the choosing between the two, I guarantee you, you're better off choosing, you know what I'm saying, that your brain is more important than some physical, you know what I'm saying, some of your other physical body. And all I'm saying is just make sure you take care of your mental health same as you take care of your physical health. That's it. Until next time, my friends. Adios.